Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another slasher review. Today I am going to be doing a double feature review of Slaughter High and April Fool's Day. The reason I've decided on this is these two titles have a lot in common, including something quite interesting that I didn't actually know about until last week, but I will be sharing that at some point through the video. Both of these came out in 1986, fairly close releases I think. I think there was only a couple of months release time between them. I'm pretty sure Slaughter High got released before April Fool's Day, so we'll start by reviewing Slaughter High. So Slaughter High, I picked up the Arrow release, and another impressive outing from Arrow. Really fantastic release, and I'm of the understanding that this is the best release that this movie has seen. So Slaughter High, absolutely one hell of a fun slasher movie. It centers around a high school nerd called Marty, who's the constant target of bullying. That's sort of the premise of the beginning of the movie. His classmates are always pranking him. One prank goes terribly wrong and he gets severely disfigured, and then he decides years later to set up a high school reunion so he can seek his revenge on all the high school students that made his high school life hell. So he sends out a lot of reunion invites. Basically the whole year, or the students that bullied him turn up at the old closed down high school and there's a party waiting for them. So they get into the building and start partying, and slowly but surely, one by one, they all become victims of Marty's revenge. That's pretty much the storyline. Yeah, character-wise, kind of cheesy acting for the most part, but I really enjoyed the fact that there was a lot of backstory on the killer, especially. Quite often with a lot of slashers, you don't really get too much backstory on the killer or why he's or she's killing. It's often at random. This is Marty there, or the killer, on the front. He dresses up in a jester hat and a high school sports jacket. Really cool looking outfit. The theme song and soundtrack to this is absolutely amazing. Really good. Definitely one of my favourite slasher soundtracks or theme songs now. Yeah, just great soundtrack. Kill wise, I'm pretty impressed actually. Kind of different to a lot of slashers. He doesn't really use a certain weapon as such. They're more set up to be environment hazard kills, and there's some standout kills. I don't think there was really a bad kill in this. I enjoyed them all. There were probably 2 or 3 really excellent kills that I thought definitely stood out above all others. Some nice gore as well, and some nice special effects. The only thing that I didn't care about this movie is the ending. It kind of let it down for me. I know that it has to do with the theme of the movie, which is going to be leading on to April Fool's Day, which is the next movie I'm about to talk about. But yeah, I just didn't entirely care for the ending. So a little fun fact before I get on to reviewing April Fool's Day. Slaughter High was originally going to be called April Fool's Day until Paramount decided to buy the rights for the title, and of course eventually released April Fool's Day. So again, pretty similar theme to Slaughter High, but this is probably more focused on April Fool's Day itself and sort of the pranks and the holiday or theme day itself. It centers around a group of college students who head off to their friend Muffy's parents' holiday home on an island for a weekend. The weekend's leading up to April Fool's Day, so they've got a lot of partying, socializing and pranks planned for the whole entire weekend. The movie does pretty much just center on the title, and I don't really want to give too much of the storyline away because it is there's a lot of spoilers. There's quite a few twists, especially towards the end of the movie, which would pretty much ruin it for anyone that's going into this for a first time viewing. Kill wise, probably not quite as standout as Slaughter High, but there are some really good kills, and again, no one sort of set weapons used. There's a lot of different kills throughout. Character wise, I think it kind of has the edge over Slaughter High. There's a better cast of characters, a few well-known actors as well. You've got Amy Steele from Friday the 13th, and then you've got Buff from, or at least I think his name was Buff the Bully from the Back to the Future series. He's in this one as well. So a few sort of well-known 80s actors in this, and the remaining cast is pretty good as well. So I know a few people absolutely hate the ending to this. I personally think it's fantastic. Again, the ending was definitely more enjoyable for me than Slaughter High's ending, although they're both very similar style endings behind the April Fool's Day theme. But yeah, the ending definitely stands out as a really unique and different ending to a lot of other slashers, and it's definitely one of the most fun endings that I've had with a slasher movie. So I think both of these movies have individual qualities and standout qualities that make them both fantastic. I basically put them on par with each other. I enjoy them both just as much as the other, so I'm going to give both of these movies a rating of 4.5 out of 5. They're both two of my favourite slashers from the 80s, and I'd highly recommend checking out both of them if you haven't seen them. Something a little bit different and fun within the slasher genre, which I think a lot of slasher fans that are sort of getting a little bit tired of the more traditional themed slasher movies will really appreciate these two movies. So definitely check these two out if you haven't, and thanks a lot for watching.